Welcome back to another episode of Intellectually Honest. Once again, unedited, uncut. I'm just going to get right into it and give you my takeaways from the Pelicans versus the Milwaukee Bucks last night because I saw the game and I got some takeaways for it. And like I said, we're just going to get right into it. The first takeaway is this team can work. I know it kind of contradicts what I said in my last one that I think they're going to. Well, maybe not really. Hear me out. This team can work. This team can work, but they have to reevaluate roles on this team. They have to reevaluate what people's job is. You can't have everybody doing everything. I think that's the biggest problem with the Pelicans right now. Everybody does everything, right? Eric Bledsoe brings the balls up, brings Eric, Eric Bledsoe brings the ball up and initiates the offense. But then Ingram brings the ball up. And then, you know what? Let's let Zion bring the ball up. Let's let Ball bring the ball up. Everybody brings the ball up. Everybody does everything. If you know what I mean? And I think that's why you get those fourth quarter collapses. Um that's why you get those fourth quarter collapses because you don't know who you relying on to do it. All right, like is Ingram the closer? Because Ingram be letting us down in the fourth quarter. Not us. I'm a Celtics fan. Ingram be letting the Pelicans down in the fourth quarter. Is Zion the closer? Is not Eric Bledsoe. But Lonzo Ball is the third or fourth option on this team, and they're like he's supposed to be the closer. So and it's like there's nobody. There aren't any clear roles on this team. I think Stan Van Gundy just set it up. All right, y'all my two stars, Ingram and Zion. Everybody else get in where you fit in. And it's just like it don't work like that, man. This ain't 2009, and Zion ain't Dwight Howard. It ain't no Rashard Lewis and Hedo Turkoglu on this team. Cause look, I don't know if y'all saw the game last night, but Lonzo in that fourth quarter he had like maybe 4 or 5 straight plays where every pass was just leading to a straight bucket. I was like, whoa, this is really happening. They're really letting this dude do his thing. He had a good game last night, by the way. 20 points, 8 assists, 60% from the three, 6 out of 10 from three. Come on, cuz. Yo, this kid is coming, man. He's coming. I think the days of us I guess waiting for him to go back into like his like the real Lonzo and go back into these slumps. I think those days are done. I think this new shooting form is here to stay, to be honest with you. We're not there the form is, but the new shooting, I guess the consistency is here to stay is what I mean to say. Um so that's my take that's my main takeaway, I guess you could say is they need this team can definitely work. It's a high powered offense, man. But they need defined roles. You cannot have everybody doing everything. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be a mess in the fourth quarter every single time. Um, that's just a fact. Um, so and like I said, Lonzo Ball, like they, this dude, he is the point guard. I hate when they talk about the Pelicans. Like Stephen A. Smith said some retarded crap the other day. The Pelicans, they would be all right if they had an elite point guard. I'm like, bro, it's like at a certain point, man, and then Chuck and them, try to last night post game show try to kill Lonzo for not taking that last shot. And you can argue whether or not he made the right decision by giving it to Ingram. But you can say Zoe should have tried to take the shot. But on the other hand, you can say uh it was a lot of time on the clock, and Zoe was trying to get it to y'all to the superstar player, the guy making $100 million. He was trying to get it to that guy. Let him earn that. Let him earn them millions. You know what I'm saying? Zoe ain't even signed an extension. He don't even know if he's gonna be there. Give it to y'all star. Because I'll tell you this. when Lonzo and out it was maybe like a week or so, 2 weeks ago now. It was a little minute ago. They played the Suns, and it came down to the last shot again. Uh, and and Lonzo took the shot and he missed it, and they were killing him. Oh, you got to get it to your best players. How can your best players not touch the ball? How can Zion not touch the ball? How can this and that? I've never seen a third or fourth option get so much blame in the clutch. Like those moments where you lean on your two generational talents, did they like to point out that they have every game? Why is the third option getting all the blame? You know what I'm saying? He's not even a scorer. That's not even his primary thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to blame Ingram for shooting 1 for 10 from three. That's y'all star. He 1 for 10. He don't get none of this blame. Like it all goes to Zoe. That don't make no sense, man. I've never seen a third option get so much blame. Um, uh, so I guess to kind of wrap up this takeaway, Zoe, if I had to point out how this team should function, uh, I don't know if y'all are old enough to remember, and this might and this team is a lot more dynamic than what I'm about to describe. But y'all remember those New Jersey Nets teams that kept going to the finals and getting busted up by I think the Lakers. They had Richard Jefferson and yeah, Richard Jefferson and Kenyon Martin. Well, that's to some degree that's how this is. I'm not saying has to be limited to just catching alley oops and dunking, but I think point Zion should be used sparingly because what you ultimately end up doing is you take Lonzo out of the game and you take Ingram out of the game because Zion he can find players, but a lot of times when Zion gets in the paint, man, he's trying to finish it off, and he can do that, but you gotta. I think if Lonzo Ball knew for like beyond the shadow of a doubt that the point guard duties were his all night, I think Brandon Ingram would have had a lot more of an efficient game tonight because Zoe would have got him in rhythm. You know what I mean? And Zoe would have kept Zion in rhythm also. Um, so that's that. Lonzo plus point guard duties equals Pelican success. And is it just me? This is my second takeaway. Is it just me? Maybe this is cap, but is it just me? Is every time Lonzo Ball comes off the floor, the Pelicans lead just disappear. Like he'll go off the floor, they'll be up by like 7. You look down and look back up, they down by 2. It's like, what the hell did your lead go? like, um, like I said, that may be just my imagination. But like I said, all in all, it was a loss, and it was a heartbreaking loss. You like to win those close ones, but overall, I think that the Pelicans, what I saw last night is that this team can absolutely work. Once again, Lonzo was the only one playing defense. Uh, Josh Hart, Josh Hart should have been in the game down the stretch. Josh Hart should have been in the game down the stretch. Eric Bledsoe, I think, stayed in a little too. Man, Bledsoe. Wasn't I think his plus I think Bledsoe plus minus was like a -20 tonight. I'm like, well, bro, what is you doing out there? It's like, yeah, oh man, Bledsoe, that guy. Um, yeah. So that's it, man. Like I said, I don't have a whole bunch of takeaways. Probably just 2 or 3. First takeaway is this team can absolutely work. They just need to redefine roles, let everybody know what their goal is out there every night. What are you here to do? What do we expect from you? What role do you play in the grand scheme of the team? Takeaway 2, uh, Lonzo needs, it was just kind of like an extension of takeaway 1. Lonzo needs to be the point guard. He needs to be the point guard. He needs that job. He needs to know that that's his role every night. You know what I mean? I think he's shown that that he's that guy. Um, I still expect the Pelicans to get rid of him or to let him walk at the end of the year, but I think they're definitely going to regret that. This dude is he's like I said, he's kind of like how Julius Randle was. Shout out to Julius Randle for making the All-Star team, by the way. Shout out, he reminded me how Julius Randle was this last year in LA. He was like you could see it. Go back and watch Julius Randle versus the Cavaliers that year if you got time. It's like you could see that he was ready to burst and become what he was supposed to be. He just had to get off the Lakers. For whatever reason, that situation just wasn't ideal for him anymore. And that's Zoe. Like I'm looking at this dude, like he looks comfortable, man. Like I said, we can argue back and forth whether or not he should have took that last shot. Uh, he should have at least threw it up there, saw what happened. But just know if he would have missed it, they would have been killing him for that too. That's a fact. So kill him if you want. I think at this point, it's just one of those things. Like people who hated LeBron back when LeBron was a second and third year pro, they still hate him now, even though he's probably arguably the GOAT. So if you hate Lonzo, you just gonna hate him, regardless of what decisions he makes. Um, I personally on this team, I perfectly understand him wanting to get the ball to your star player, to your KD 2.0, you know, and letting him create. So that's that. And final takeaway is um, this team is going to continue to be a mess. Well, I say that. The final takeaway is get Eric Bledsoe the hell up out of the starting lineup, man. He's energy off the bench. He needs to come in there where he can just try shit. You know, that's his thing. He needs to just come in and just try shit, see if he can provide that spark, that Jordan Clarkson role off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't need to be in there in crunch time. He ain't stopping nobody. He ain't making no clutch shots. He just out there with his -20. Um, so, but all in all, it was a good game, and it was a hard fought game. Uh, yeah, I think what it really comes down to at the end of the day is that the Bucks are just a better team than the Pelicans. Um, pretty much just like that. So, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Um, if y'all agree with me that Lonzo plus point guard duties equals Pelican success, or maybe he really is just the shooting guard. Maybe he needs to step out of that role that he thought he would be playing and just be 3 and D, let Point Zion handle the rock and live with the results. So that's about it. Uh, yeah, that's about it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments if y'all care to. Like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I really like doing this. Um, uh, like I said, yeah, I just like opening up and getting my thoughts out there about this basketball stuff. Uh, I may talk about different topics in the future, but right now basketball is what's happening right now. So like I said, like, share, and subscribe, and catch you on the next one, man.